What is up there, you guys? It's your man Joe coming up with another video. So I wanted to get into this discussion about women and men's clothing in the media or Hollywood. Both the media and Hollywood. And the reason why is because I'm starting to see this a little bit more and more about women that have on men's clothing, and it's becoming a success as far as in media or in social media, I would say. Not so much as for Hollywood, but more so on the social media because it's mostly comedic in a sense. And I mean, the whole thing about the tomboy, it's been around for years, I would say. And that most women are not very much girly girls, but some of them will grow up with a lot of brothers or male cousins, or probably with their dad for their whole life. But I'm guessing I'm trying to say is that I'm starting to see this trend where a lot of tomboyish women or stud lesbians, a lot more happening in social media, and it has been gaining a lot of popularity. Just like how the men putting on dresses, this is more so men putting on dresses, more so for the women, or becoming more popular of this. And it's kind of interesting. Like, it works on social media, but it doesn't very much work for Hollywood. And I'm guessing it's because since Hollywood has a certain standard of representation, and it doesn't quite work. I mean, as far as for Hollywood, it feels like it's forced. When you try to have women in men's clothing, it feels like more forced to, or even though we all agree that there's an agenda to, confuse the genders and stuff like that. But, in certain cases, there's a lot of confusion. Okay, as far as for the emasculation, I say my best I can think of right now is Terminator. What the heck was that? I think that's a train. Terminator. Not the it's the second one, but the recent one. And I would say that's probably like the good representation of Hollywood standard of trying to get women into movies, or have their having only characters were made by women for women, and it all flops. And it's kind of interesting, like, it is weird to me, not just in Hollywood, but just in my personal life, where I met people where women support women in a sense. Women support other women only to a certain extent. It's probably you have your way of thinking, or how giving out how you feel, but women, to my knowledge, to a certain degree, they do support women. Oh snap! Okay, slow down, Joe. Women do support women only to a certain degree, only if it represents them right. Only if it represents them right. Because women, as far as in the media, do not like to be seen as masculine. It does not. It doesn't matter what color it is or how it is. They could be white, black. Women do not like to be look like as a man. They came from a man. They came from a rib of a man. But and okay, what was it about the Terminator? And as far as for Hollywood goes, I feel like, or at least I've seen the notice, as far as they try to make women the head, or make them, or mentally, or what you call it, psychologically, or hypnosis, or hypnotize them into thinking that they can do better than a man can. Some can, some can't. Sorry, I gotta turn off my car. I'm trying to save some gas. So they was trying to, give them the idea that, women can be leaders. The thing is, do they want to? Do they want to be in positions of power? And it's like, do they want to be, head of these, or giving them the idea that they need to be head of men to a certain degree? I know that the Harley Quinn came out, and they mostly started off with trying to give them the idea of this masculine female. They try to get them with women at first, and it just seemed that it didn't work too well, as far as for that. What else I can think of? What else? I was on the road, but I had it all in my mind. What else? Oh, also, I started to notice, as far as for social media goes, as far as for the tomboyish, they seem to be making them more of the love interest, which is kind of interesting because it works more. Because I know there's only like a couple of them I can think of, but because they're making them more of a love interest, and it's always kind of like the stud female or the tomboyish female is like to a point that, even though it's kind of bit like they're using them for, for intimacy, I guess you can say, to bring out the comedic and stuff like that, or just be treated like a girl or something, or just have like having the female tomboys be treated like a man and have the actual man treated like a girl and stuff like that, or just being used at how everyday, not every day, maybe like the few percent that use women for sex, or however it is. It's just, I don't know. It just feel like it's more upcoming in the social media. But I also wanted to point out as well, and I'm glad I didn't forget about this. It's the part, as far as for Hollywood, women do not. I just had it in my head. Oh, women want to be around dominant, powerful men. If you want to sell a good movie to women, have powerful, strong, wealthy men. And for some odd reason, just for an example, 50 Shades of Grey. I only saw like a little clips of it. I haven't seen like the whole thing or the whole trilogy of it. I just saw like little clips and stuff like that. And, women go crazy for this strong, powerful, this man needs a mother in his life, and I'm going to be his mother kind of feeling, Yeah. What else? I feel like I want to talk more about this, but that's all I can think of right now. I just thought I wanted to share that with you guys. All right. So without further ado, tell me what you guys think. How do you guys feel about seeing women in men's clothing in the media and social media and stuff like that? And what else? What else? That's pretty much all I can think of. What else I can talk about in this subject? Only thing I can think of is like, how I think I talked about that. I don't know if I talked about this, about the butch lesbian being turned out by the straight guy into liking men, I guess, in a sense. Maybe there's some truth in that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there's some factors. Maybe there's some bisexual lesbian studs, who like girls, who like guys. Go ahead, pick a side, or something like that. That's from Damo's music, I think. Yeah, the bisexual anthem and stuff. What else I can think of? What else? I think that's it. Yeah. So without further ado, tell me what you guys think. This is your man Joe. See you guys in another video. So okay. All right.